Welcome to Row for Geekiness. Jay here with a long overdue update on my Colonial Marine Smartgunner build inspired by the movie Aliens. If you've been following along with some of my other video updates on other projects or on our social media, you know that there's been some delays on this project, or maybe not even delays, but this has taken me a lot longer than I thought it would. Like I said, if you have seen our social media, you know that there were some other projects that kind of delayed this for a little bit. You've also seen the many in progress bits where it's taken me so very long to clean up and assemble all of the parts for the smart gun itself. I may have underestimated exactly how long that was going to take me. But here we are. As you can see, I've got my headset done, and I've got my smart gun done. Let's rock. Like I said, there were a lot of pieces that went into this thing. They all need to be cleaned up. As I said in the last update video, I broke a lot of those pieces down so that I could keep the detail clean and not covered with support lines and stuff like that. So I had to reassemble a lot of the sections of this thing, and then assemble all of the sections of this thing. And so it was a lot of filing, sanding, epoxying, waiting for epoxy to dry, assembling, more filing, more sanding, more assembly, etc., etc., etc. I could have spent a lot more time cleaning up a lot of the bits and pieces of this, getting it super smooth and super perfect, but I did not want to let the perfect be the enemy of the good. This needed to be done. I needed to move on with other parts of the project, and honestly I think it came out pretty good. I really just could not be happier with the way that this prop finished up. This is all clear coated, ready to go. So what am I on to next? Well, I was on my headset next, which I finished just recently. I need to go back and do a little bit of weathering on it, I think, to make it perfect. But I'm happy with this as well. So what's next? Already started on my armor plating. That's going to go there. This is all EVA foam. This is I've already done all the glue. I've done the heat skinning. This is ready for plasti dip. Unfortunately, it was raining today, or I would be plasti dipping this right now rather than shooting this video. And then this is going to get some strapping, a little bit of paint, and it'll be good to go. I'm also currently working on the arm mount for the smart gun that connects the gun to the rig. As I've said in the past, I'm not buying a Steadicam rig just to put this together. There are a number of people who have done home-built Steadicam rigs, and I'm using that sort of stuff as a starting point for this. I've already got PVC cut that'll make the different sections of the armature itself. Springs that are going to go in there to make that work. The trickiest bit with that build is that there are some metal brackets that needed to be cut out of metal to put the whole thing together. So I had started with some 16 gauge steel, which was a pain in the butt to cut. I went through quite a number of saw blades just cutting out two of these out of sheet steel. I bent these parts just fine, and then I went to bend these parts and I could hear some cracking. Not enough to shear the first one, but it did shear the second one, and I thought, well, maybe I can get some epoxy in there and salvage this, but while that's on there, that is way too flexible to be a solid mounting point. So I'm going to try to do these out of 18 gauge aluminum sheet next. I'm probably cutting those tonight, and we'll see how that goes. If that doesn't work, then I'm down to yet a thinner gauge of steel, but I'm not sure that that's going to be rigid enough, so I'm hoping the 18 gauge aluminum works. Fingers crossed. If you follow our social media, you've seen I've gotten all of the other accessories for this already done. My VP70, my knife, my belt tools, my hand welder. I'm looking at them all hung up on our prop wall already. So, what does that leave after that? The last thing will be my shoulder lamp. Has all the parts fall over. So, this is the last part that I really haven't dove into yet, and I've got all the parts printed. You've probably seen them on our Instagram. They all still need to be cleaned up, and then I need to get that all put together and some paint on the parts that want paint. And then I'm done and ready for Comic-Con. I've got 6 weeks left to get all that done in. So I think I'm okay, especially since I don't really have 6 weeks left to work on this. There's a number of other projects that we will be debuting early next year, and those are going to need some work done on them now while we can get outside and, you know, apply Plasti Dip and apply clear coat and all that fun stuff. So there's going to be a few projects that we're going to be doing late September, early to mid-October that need to be done before snow flies around here. So I don't really have 6 weeks left to work on all of this, but like I said, I shouldn't need all of 6 weeks to get these last few things done, hopefully. So stay tuned for some final updates, and follow us on our other social media channels, Instagram and Facebook. Get regular project work in progress photos and updates much more often than I sit down and do these in progress videos. So if you want to stay up with the project, go follow us there.